I do try to give credit where credit is due. So I do want to start by saying thank you very much for doing what is due to our teachers and giving them the raises and things they deserve. I really do appreciate that. Unfortunately, I then have to pivot to alleviating some of the suspense for those at home that are wondering if this board decided again to break the law and retaliate against a district parent last week. Unfortunately, you did. And now a local parent who was simply trying to advocate for his child can no longer attend that child's school events or speak at these meetings. I want to bring particular attention to the fact that not a single member of this board volunteered as a witness at that hearing. Even though you were all in this room when the supposed aggressive act took place, several of you committed to being a witness ahead of time. Dr. Teeter, you were right next to them, and you did say you witnessed the event, but you did not go on record to testify at that hearing. None of you did. Why? I'm assuming someone here recognized the liability of actually lying under oath. So to summarize, Brian Groff made a formal complaint of misconduct against Dr. Sanders. He then touched Dr. Sanders' arm to get his attention. Dr. Sanders accused him of being aggressive, and despite not having a single witness to that event willing to testify and go on record, not a single one, you all decided to ban Mr. Groff from the grounds and find him guilty. Do I have that correct? Please correct anything I have said that is incorrect. How is that not retaliation? Please explain that to me. Now, I'm assuming none of you thought these facts would come to light. After all, you banned him from talking. Unfortunately, I'm still here, and I'm still going to be shining a light on the things you guys continue to try to hide. Everyone at home should be very concerned with this very obvious abuse of your power. So now back to our regularly scheduled programming. As a reminder, for those who have not been regularly watching these meetings, my name is Dr. Ashley Fischer. I'm a local pediatrician, and I have expertise in pediatric mental health care as well as LGBTQ health. I first began coming to these meetings 10 months ago to address the mental health crisis happening in our students. The reason I know there's a crisis is because I'm heavily involved with Peoria's Mental Health Systems of Care Committee, Trillium Place, the Inpatient Pediatric Psychiatric Ward, as well as the New Young Minds Project. So I'm actually treating these children. I'm hearing their stories, and I'm seeing the statistics on what schools they go to. So I'm not here to argue those facts. There is a higher proportion of depression and suicidality in our students than the surrounding communities. There's a large number of students in our schools who are bullied to the point of wanting to kill themselves. Many choose to transfer out of the district. There's a large number of students who do not wear what they want to wear or participate in the activities they want to participate in because they are literally afraid they will be killed for expressing themselves in this district. And that is a huge problem. And I came to this board for months asking you to work with me and fix this, and you have refused. So that's a little suspicious to me, and which is why I continued to look into some of the other decisions you've made. And that's how I became aware of the laws that were being broken, the money that was being wasted, the teachers and the community members that were being intimidated and retaliated against. So that's why I feel like I have to run for the board next year, because I want to be really clear. I don't want to. I don't want to come in here and bang my head against a wall every 2 weeks or month, whenever you guys decide. I have other things I want to do with my time. But these decisions are actively hurting our community and its students. And now that I have a better understanding of how pervasive those issues are, I cannot just stand idly by and watch it happen without trying to change it. So I'm going to remind you all of the goals you have on the papers you hand out at every one of these meetings. Morton District 709 will strive to engage all members of the district and community in open, meaningful, two-way communication, providing timely information and opportunities for dialogue. I've been coming to these meetings for almost a year. Can any of you give me a single example where you participated in open, two-way communication with any member of the community that came here to talk? I can't think of a single one either. So that'll be the first thing I do change if I'm on the board next year. When a community member cares enough to come to these meetings and give their thoughts, they will at least get the respect of a response. Even if it's just, thank you for bringing this to our attention, we'll look more into it. Because asking questions is not an attack. What the students in our district experience, being called the N-word, the F-word, told they're gonna burn in hell, those are attacks. I'm literally just up here asking you questions about the decisions you made. And that's part of your job, a part that you're refusing to do, even though you all had the ability to explain yourselves and talk at these meetings for as long as you would like.
30 seconds.
Pointing out what you're doing is not an attack. The reason it might feel like an attack is if what you're doing feels wrong. So there's a list of questions I've asked every single one of you in the past year you have yet to answer. Since I already know you're going to cut me off, I'm going to post the whole list online for anyone that wants to hear the rest of the list. Why haven't you answered any of the public speakers that have come forth to these meetings in the past 10 months? Besides changing the email policy and the public speaking policy, has this board proposed any new policies or taken any other initiatives in that past 10 months? Why has the school not adopted an anonymous reporting system that's been shown to save
Thank you,
lives and
Dr.
decrease
Fischer.
school violence?